All right, I'm here to show you the correct answers for last week's energy pyramid brain pop and activities. So overall, the sorting for living and non-living things went pretty well. You guys have a decent understanding of living versus non-living. But remember, if it has cells, if it uses or needs energy, if it reproduces, if it adapts to its surroundings, and if it can grow and develop, it can be considered non-living. All other things would not fall into that category. So one of the arguments we often hear is, well, fire is moving, it can grow, but it doesn't have cells and it doesn't do some of the other things. So you have to really fit all the characteristics for that. So I moved over a dog, lichen, which is algae and fungi working together. An owl is living, jaguar is living, a teddy bear looks like it's an animal, but it's not living, obviously. Rocks are non-living, they are not made of cells. Unicorns are imaginary, unfortunately not living. Water, although it does those things, it moves and can adapt to its surroundings, kind of. It's still a non-living thing. Trees are living. A hand attached to a human is living. A bumblebee is living. Kelp in the ocean is living. Eagles are alive. Clouds are not alive. Toasters are definitely not alive. Cookies, while delicious, are not alive. And this is a clump of moss, which is also alive. So you have 10 and 10 on both sides. That would be the correct answers. You guys did good on that. The third slide was a little bit more challenging. And one of the things we saw was our labels getting mixed up. So primary, secondary, and tertiary just mean basically first, second, and third. So it's the first animal that eats something, the second animal that eats something, and the third animal that eats something. And the producers go on the bottom because they are the first trophic level. That's where most of the energy is because they're getting all the energy from the sun. So anything that is alive, it is a plant, it photosynthesizes, that will live in the producer box. They take the sun energy and they make food for themselves, and then you have a whole level of primary consumers that are going to eat the plants. So these are herbivores, or animals that eat plants. So we have a deer, sheep, the squirrel, and the bunny rabbit. Those are all plant eaters. Things that eat those animals, the deer, and anything in the primary consumers, are larger animals. Not that a snake eats a deer, but it could eat a primary consumer. That's kind of what this means. This fox-like thing, I'm not sure exactly what this one is, and the owl would eat those too. And then in the tertiary, we have our larger predators, our top predators, such as the tiger, the lion, and the hawk in some of our ecosystems. Decomposers are the organisms that break down any dead and decaying material. So they go at the top in this case, the fifth trophic level, because they can break down any of the bottom layers that are need to be broken down. So those are the answers for slides 2 and 3.